Hello, and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. I'm trying to look like one of those blow-up, car yard advertising guys. Right, Snapchat, or Snap. The guy who's in charge of Snapchat, well, so it's their IPO. They're a bit disappointed that it went for a little bit less than it was at the lower end of what they were hoping for. And the experts are saying that this is in part due to the fact that in their prospectus, they admitted they might never ever turn a profit. So that's a bit of a downer. But also, apparently there's a little clause in there that if the CEO... if anything happens to him, it'll all get handed over to his fiance, Miranda Kerr. Miranda, that's her there. Victoria's Secret. Yes, is she not familiar to you? I've been researching this pretty extensively this morning. There she is again. That is that seems to me to be an impractical underwear situation. Like, not only uncomfortable, but also you're definitely going to get some kind of visible underwear. Once you put the clothes over the top of that, I think you're still going to be able to see that you're wearing it. I don't really understand how these things work. Anyway, she'll be running Snapchat if anything happens to her fiancé. Interesting. Yes, an IUS, an impractical underwear situation. We've all been there. And more social media stupidity. I don't know if you caught up yesterday. Facebook has launched their television app. It's sort of their version of YouTube, which allows you to isolate out all the stupid videos people post on Facebook, like this one, for example. I'm hoping that means you can literally take them out of Facebook, put them somewhere else where you'll never ever have to deal with them, see them, do anything with them. They certainly won't autoplay, let's hope, ever again. Except this one, of course. Completely different situation. Cadbury, oh man, talk about the wailing and gnashing of teeth about the closure of the Cadbury factory. No more chocolate in New Zealand! No! Oh, actually, we can still buy chocolate. It won't actually affect that at all. So, it's a bummer if you worked at the Cadbury factory, but... It's a weird... My host, Mike Hosking, on the Mike Hosking Breakfast here at News Talk ZB, he's taken a sort of a positive approach to it, that at least there are lots of other jobs in that region and in New Zealand generally for people to go to. Although, if your specialty is making apple crumble chocolate, I just don't know how those skills necessarily translate to, I don't know, building motorways and housing. Like, if you are really good at making apple crumble chocolate, are you really good at building a 3-bedroom townhouse with a mezzanine study? Maybe you are. I don't know how to make apple crumble chocolate. If I did, I'd be making it, not buying it. By the truckload. Finally, Donald Trump. He's a great listener, isn't he? He really is. He keeps having these listening sessions. Every day, another listening session. Today's one was a bit boring because it was just with congressmen. But, he's met with... education policymakers. He's met with law enforcement officials. He's met with border patrol security guys. Every day, business leaders, car manufacturers. Every day he sits down and listens and listens and listens. And then, in spite of all the listening, will then still give an amazing press conference like he did this morning, where... ironically, he calls a press conference and then tells everybody that they do fake news. So, calls the news people in for them to do what? I mean, we took quite a lot of it on air, and I said at the time, I felt somehow guilty. I felt like, was I delivering fake news by reporting the press conference he called? It's confusing to be around Trump sometimes. I am glennzb. Thanks for having me up your Periscope. It's useful for seeing over walls, actually. I will see you back here again on Monday. Sometimes the stop button just doesn't stop. You know what I mean?